Peace, 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 peace. It's Andrew, the Promised Child. Once again, how we doing, y'all? How we doing? Now, listen, right? I just want to talk to you real fast about believing in yourself, right? See this right here? Believe in yourself and love yourself, right? And if you like to get this wristband, just Google ATPC motivates, right? Google ATPC motivates, and you'll be able to get this wristband right here, right? So believe in yourself, don't doubt yourself. Love yourself, don't hate yourself, right? And that's one of the biggest problems with a lot of people. When it comes to starting a business, running a business, creating content, shirts, whatever you want, whatever it is that you want to do. The number one problem is the lack of belief in self, right? A lot of us, we don't believe, that we can do it. We actually defeat ourselves before we even start. You know what I'm saying? Before we even start, we already told ourselves, I can't, I won't, I don't have the money, this, that, and the third. I mean, come on, let's be real. How many of us have told ourselves that? Man, I want to start this t-shirt company, right? But I don't got the money to start the t-shirt company. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's be real. Like, man, where I'm gonna get the money from the start? So you know what? I ain't even gonna start the business because I ain't got no money for it, right? And this the thing, you have to get first, like I said, you have to believe in yourself. You have to know, my definition of believing in yourself is you have to know that you 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 know that it can be done. That's you know what I'm saying? That you know that you know that you know that you can do it, that you can make it happen without no doubt, not no doubt. I mean, you have 100% faith in what you're doing, 100% faith. Like, I'm gonna get it done. Like, I'm gonna get it done. Like, when I was learning how to ride a bike, I remember as a little boy learning how to ride a bike. I just knew I was gonna learn it. Did I get frustrated? Did I get upset when I fell off? Of course I did. That's a part of human nature. Of course you're gonna get disappointed when you don't get the reward, when you don't know how to do something. And that's okay. But I took that frustration, right? And I turned that to learning. You know what I'm saying? I took that anger and I turned that into action. You understand what I'm saying? Like, real talk. And I end up riding a bike, but I always knew that I was going to learn how to ride a bike. When you watch a baby, 8 months years old, 7 months years old, they know, like, yo, I'm going to learn how to walk. They fall, they get back up. But that belief is already inside them. It's already installed into them. Like, they have no doubt. Like, no doubt. No matter how many times they fall, they have no doubt. They know that they know that they know. That they know that they know that they know that they know. Hey, I'm going to walk. And I'm going to figure this out no matter what. Right? And what happens is, the reason why a lot of us don't believe in ourselves, because the older we got, people told us, like, yo, if you fail one time, leave it alone. And they might tell you go for a second time, but if you fail 3 times, then don't worry about it. Don't even worry about it, because you're not making no money. Don't worry about it. It's not going to work. We all done heard that before. You know what I'm saying? We done all heard that before. And my thing is, you got to ignore all that. When the Wright brothers was creating the airplane, they had belief. Do you know how much belief it take to have in yourself for you to create something that never been created before? Do you understand the belief that YouTube had before they created YouTube, or the belief that Mark Zukerberg and his friends had before they created Facebook? You know what I'm saying? Do you understand the belief that they had, that Jack Dorsey had when he created Twitter? Do you understand the belief that Ford had to have in himself to create a car when a car never existed? That takes belief in self. And to get that type of belief in self is me, like, one of the steps I tell you to take is talk good to yourself, not bad to yourself. You know, that's one of the things I would tell you. Like, talk good to yourself, not bad to yourself. Tell yourself, I'm awesome. Tell yourself, I'm powerful. Tell yourself, I can do all things. There's nothing that I can't do. And say it to yourself every day. And don't just talk it, but actually walk it out. Actually act it out. Every day, practice it. In order for an athlete to get better at hooping and playing basketball, he or she has to practice it every day. In order for a baseball player to become a master at what they do, they have to practice it every day, because every day your faith, your belief is getting better and better and better. You know what I'm saying? Because you're working on it every day. You're working on bringing it into existence. So as you talking to yourself, you actually acting it out as well every day. So talk it and then act it out every day. Practice it every day. Because the more you do it, you're going to become it. It's going to start to become second nature to you. And another thing that we have to do is we have to ignore other people's opinions. We have to ignore what other people have to say, especially the negative ones that you can't, no, you know what? I don't even want to hear that. You know, so believe in you. Trust your thoughts, embrace yourself, embrace who you are. If you say you want to create a rocket ship, forget asking opinions of what everybody else think about the rocket ship. You just create the rocket ship. If you want to create your own social media company or something that's going to be bigger than social media, then do that. I remember DVDs used to be lit. DVDs was where it's at, like, for real. We used to go down to the Blockbuster, all that. DVDs was lit, bro. DVDs was lit, sis. And then Netflix Netflix come out like, oh, we don't need DVDs no more. All these different streaming platforms come out like, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on. So whatever that you have in your mind, you can make it a reality. So I just wanted to do this video to tell you, practice belief. You got to practice it. Say, I have this thought, I have this idea, and that's what I'm going to work on. I'm going to work on that idea. I'm going to work on turning that thought into a thing. I'm going to work on this. Every single day, I'm going to work on it. I'm going to talk good to myself, then I'm going to work on it. I'm going to talk good to myself, and I'm going to work on it. I'm going to talk good to myself, and I'm going to work on it. Because as you talking good to yourself, you're programming yourself. The more you say something to yourself, the more you start to believe it. The more you tell yourself, I'm broke, I ain't got nothing, I'm broke, I ain't got nothing, you start to believe it, you start to feel like it. Because the more you say it, the more you feel like it. And the more you think it, so when you feel like you broke and you feel like you nothing, you are not going to pursue nothing. But the more you tell yourself, I'm wealthy, I can do all things, now you're programming yourself to go out and go do those things. Now you like, yo, let me go out there and go do those things. So the way you talk to yourself is very, 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 very important. Peace.